Hi, thanks for stopping back by my channel. This is a video I've been wanting to make for a while. I'm a pastor. I officiate a lot of funerals here locally. I'm in the Phoenix area. And I often get asked, how do you create the eulogy or the format for a funeral? Sometimes I have folks ask me because they've been asked to provide a eulogy at a funeral themselves. And other times it's just family wanting to know, what does a typical funeral look like for you, for myself as a pastor? And so I thought I would just take a minute and just lay out for you kind of what to think about as you may be planning a funeral service yourself or someone, or again, you may be asked at some point to provide a eulogy. My standard format for a funeral, first of all, I'm not a long-winded pastor. My funerals run maybe 30 minutes. Some pastors will speak on, and I think that's a really hard time to talk for a long period of time. I think services are hard enough as they are. I don't do that. I will never do that. My role as a pastor for a family that's asked me to serve them is to offer comfort for the family. It is much easier for me when it's a faith-based service. Sometimes it isn't though, and I still have a job to do in that case, and I still perform that for them. For my typical service, I will open up with an introduction, always ask folks to silence their cell phones, and then offer up an initial opening prayer and a scripture. And that's really just an opportunity, first of all, to start this service with a prayer, which is important. And it's an opportunity just to settle everyone down. Now, before the service starts, there's usually some instrumental music going in the background. And then in combination with the ending of the instrumental music, I approach the podium with an introduction, opening prayer, and scripture. Those events all together settle the attendants down and find their seats. If sometimes we need to, we ask folks ahead of time, it's time to find your seats. Usually I will talk to a family and ask them if they want to say a few words during the service. The time is not yet for that, but I need to know that ahead of time. I will begin with my remarks that I've taken from conversations with family, some information from the obituary if one is available, and speak for 5, 6, or 7 minutes generally, and then I will introduce the first song. Generally there are a couple of songs, sometimes 3 songs in a service. And as I'm introducing the first song, that's the moment when I'm going to let family know to give them some time to prepare themselves. That when this song is over, then we're going to ask family if they'd like to say a few words. It's important to give them some time to gather themselves. This is hard to do. When the first song ends, then I will introduce family. If family speaks, that's fine. It's a good opportunity. I think families should, if they can, speak at that time. And then I will go back and continue speaking again, generally adding a couple of scriptures. I almost always end with the 23rd Psalm in my services. I'm jumping ahead a little bit. After the family speaks, if the family would like to open the floor up for others to speak, then we will then continue. After the immediate family, then I will just announce anyone else like to say a few words. Now, time is not usually, we're not pressed for time normally, but at the same time, you don't want 30 people to speak. You don't want to spend 15 to 30 people speak. Sometimes 3 or 4 people speaking is all. And if there's still more people, I will then say, I'm sure these conversations are going to continue past this moment. So let's move ahead with the service, because we do have, if we're going to cemetery, we have cemetery staff waiting for us outside, and we do need to honor their schedule as well. It's not difficult to do that. When anyone else has spoken, and then generally I will speak for a few more minutes. There'll be a second song, and at the second song, that is when I will offer a closing prayer and ask the funeral director to come up and address the family. If we're going graveside, then they will make announcements about pallbearers, if pallbearers are going to be available. If there's no graveside, but maybe there's a reception, and they will talk about the reception coming up and who's invited, or if it's on site or if it's somewhere else. And then the director will conclude the service. If we do go graveside, the graveside service for me is very short. Generally, it's one comment I will make, it's one scripture, We usually don't have any family speak at the graveside, but occasionally we do, and that's fine too. And if we end at graveside, then again I will call the funeral director up, who will dismiss. Sometimes the funeral director will just ask me to go ahead and dismiss as well, and I'm always happy to do that for them. Listen, I hope that this maybe is helpful. If you're in a situation where you're going to be asked to speak at oh, I know something else I was going to mention. I often will tell the family, someone will say, well, I'd like to say a few words, but I don't think I can. And so I've often said to the family, listen, if you would like to write it out, I will read your statement for you on your behalf. I'll read what you want to be said, the things you think need to be said at the service. And I've read that on behalf of the family many times. So that's always an option too. Well, listen, thanks again for stopping by. And if you are in a situation where you do need to speak at a service, just know, have confidence in yourself. If you're prepared ahead of time, there are some things you can do during the service if you're struggling to speak without too much emotion. And I'll talk about that in another video, about how to manage your emotions on the day of. Sometimes as a pastor, I really struggle with that. Even oftentimes when I don't know the family. But when I see others torn up and others crying, it's difficult for me too. And I have been known to have some issues with some of my own tears in those situations too, and I'm learning how to deal with that. Listen, God bless. Until we talk again, let's all age well together. Thanks.